Marcus, what a game. First senior game, what was it like to be involved in that?
It was great, to be fair. I've waited a long time for my chance, and hopefully I've proved myself, and I think I've taken it with both hands because I've had to wait a long time, but it feels good to be playing again.
Great way to describe it, both hands, because the saves in the 90 minutes, there's the massive penalty shootout. What goes through your mind when your full-time whistle goes and you played such a big part in getting the team through?
I'm not sure really. I was just smiling and couldn't really stop smiling all the way back and everything like that, but it's obviously great to save the 2 penalties and help the team.
We spoke to you in the summer and we just found out off the manager that you were actually going to get your first start just before lockdown. But it was the lockdown that caused it not to happen.
Yeah.
So to get this out the way now, that must be great.
Yeah, as I said, I've waited a long time for it, and I was disappointed not to start any games last season, but I've come here again and worked hard in training, I've got my opportunity, and I've really enjoyed it.
How different was it in that dressing room in the build-up to the game, Marcus, when you know you're the man that's going to be out there?
Yeah, it's a lot different because obviously, especially with it being 2 separate dressing rooms now, with it with COVID and everything, it feels good to be like in the change room with a starting 11. But yeah, I really enjoyed all of it, whether it was training leading up to it and obviously the game.
And when you're actually out there and you're going through the minute silence and everything like that, it's very, very real. Is there a lot of nerves involved at that stage?
I don't think that like there was much nerves, but obviously I had butterflies, and I think you do before every game, whether it's a pre-season friendly or like the FA Cup first round, you still get butterflies. But I wouldn't say I was especially nervous, shaking or anything like that. But I was really excited, and I think I was more excited than nervous, so I just wasn't really thinking about it, to be fair.
And you proved that because through the 90 minutes, we defended well, to be fair. There weren't too many chances, but when they came, there were big chances, and you had to do your work. Yeah,
they played really well, to be fair. That I wouldn't say they were better than we thought they'd be, because we knew they'd be a good side, and obviously being the underdogs, they had a lot of energy, and they definitely thought that they could get a goal. And they had a really good striker. They had a few really good players, to be fair, were really quick on the counter. Obviously we were on top all game, then they had the few chances and happy to make the saves.
Into extra time, and the first one was a deflection, the second one you're not going to see that in a million years from where he shot. Can't do anything about that. What's going through your mind when you're 2 down?
I was disappointed to concede because I wanted to keep the clean sheet, but obviously you can't have everything your way. But when it was 2-0, I just thought, oh, that's it, and then Mellish goes and scores 2 great goals, and it's 2-2, and I'm just focusing on penalties from there.
Now all the lads, they know what's going on, they're deciding who's going to take those penalties, but for you, it's cut and dried. You're involved in every single one that they take. What did Steve say about it? What did the gaffer say about it, and what were you thinking?
Not too much. It was Steve calming me down really, because obviously everyone's going who wants to take one, all that, and sorting out all that, and everyone's just calming everyone down, getting them ready for the penalties. And we didn't have too many clips and ideas of where they were going to go, so it was educated guesswork sort of, and just like didn't know where they were going. I just tried to read the run up and dive from there.
What a save. The first one comes at you, we've got to be honest about that, and that you probably should save that. You shouldn't get anywhere near that second one.
Yeah, I just looked at his run up, and he took a straight run up, so I sort of had an idea he'd try and foul me and go the opposite way, but I just couldn't really see the ball, to be fair. It was pretty much behind me before I knew it, and my neck went back and my arm went back, and just felt it hit my wrist, and then obviously it hit my head. After it hit the crossbar, I was like, oh no, it's going to go in, and thankfully it went out, and then I was really relieved and happy that I saved it.
I know it wasn't calculated or anything, but when they hit the bar like that, they look so much better as a save than if it goes wide. But it's a great moment, isn't it? We could see the celebration had to be muted because we still had to score, but you could see how delighted you were.
Yeah, it's just like emotions of having to wait all that time and then getting my chance and taking it. I was just so happy to manage to save it and play a little part in getting through.
Importantly, Marcus, you've shown the gaffer, you've shown Steve that you are ready and what you're about.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to play, and that's why I wanted to play and show that I can do it, because to be fair, I haven't had a real chance on a big pressure match like that, because there's probably more pressure. There's more pressure on us winning that game because we're expected to go and beat them. So I think there's a lot of pressure on that match, but I enjoyed every minute of it.
Any message from the parent club, from the staff back there? Any sort of congratulations or anything like that?
Yeah, I got a text from two goalkeeper coaches there, Wardy and Dewhurst, and they were just saying well done and everything, and congratulations, and that I deserve it and everything. But that was great to hear from them.
Goes without saying, you just want more of the same now, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully get more minutes and get more experience to go on.
Marcus, superb, well done.